Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Spirit Dental Insurance, doing a Spirit Dental Insurance review, taking a look at the pros and cons, key takeaways, and the final verdict as to whether or not you should go with Spirit Dental Insurance for your dental insurance needs. Now, first, of course, I do want to mention if you want to check out Spirit Dental and Vision, you can check out those links linked down below in the video description. Again, some of which are affiliate links, which could be a great way to help out and support the channel. And that first link will take you right over to this page here, where you can get your plan today with Spirit Dental and Vision. Now, first and foremost, of course, I do want to break down Spirit Dental Insurance. Now, as a broad overview, Spirit Dental Insurance is a highly rated for its immediate coverage, offering no waiting periods on all services, including major work, and 100% coverage for preventative care. It is backed by Emeritus. Now, Emeritus is ideal for those needing immediate care for seniors wanting to avoid networks. So that could be a common situation, and plans feature a $100 lifetime deductible rather than an annual, but higher tier coverage is only available in later years. So depending on your specific situation, it could make sense. Again, some of the key takeaways, things to consider when you're looking at dental insurance, again, the fact that they have the no waiting periods, 3-time annual cleanings, high annual maximums, and you can see any dentist, so you do save on those in-network savings. So they do have a few different plans. Now, of course, depending on when you're watching this video, pricing may be subject to change depending on what that looks like, and everybody's specific plan that you might need is going to be different. Again, I talk about a lot of different insurance companies on the channel, from car insurance to home insurance to even dental insurance as well, as kind of goes in that line there, and everybody's plan is different as to what might make the most sense for you. So it's important to not only compare their plans and shop around, but also type in your information, get an expert from their team as well to review your information, because insurance is very highly personal to your specific needs. So I do want to just mention that disclaimer. Now, they have a couple different options at various price ranges depending on the overall coverage levels that you may need, from their Preventative Plus to their Pinnacle to their Preferred plan. Again, it is more of a person-to-person basis, and it's important to consider that. Now, in terms of other things to talk about with Spirit Dental and Vision, when you're looking at some of the key takeaways from their plans, right? You can talk about the pricing, you can talk about annual maximums. That really comes down to more of a math as to what is best for you depending on how much your needs are in terms of cleaning, if you have kids, if you're maybe a senior in that case as well. Again, I would recommend probably reaching out to them directly so they can quote you specifically what would make the most sense. But in terms of using them overall, some of the key takeaways is that they have those no waiting periods, right? No waiting periods means coverage starts immediately, even for major procedures like implants or crowns and things like that. You also have preventative care. So they also offer the preventative care, which is 100% coverage for exams and cleanings, which is usually up to 3 times a year based on their information on their site. You also have no network restrictions. So again, no network restrictions also allows you to have that flexibility to see any dentist that you want through using their Emeritus digital or dental network, which provides more savings, right? So you also have a lifetime deductible. It's only $100 deductible, is paid once for the life of the policy, not every single year. And you have waiting periods for higher coverages, right? So basic major services have lower reimbursement in the first year, which does increase over time, which could make something else to consider as well. Now, as far as Spirit Dental and Vision, or Spirit Dental Insurance, is primarily what you're looking at with them is that, some of the pros, right? You have no waiting period, right? So 0-day waiting period, that's pretty important. You can also cover the implants, which many but not all policies exclude. And you also have high annual maximums, up to $5,000 on some plans. And they do have a pretty good, excellent Trustpilot ratings. Even if we check it out here and click on their Trustpilot, you can see they are rated at a 4.8 overall as an actual claim profile. This is their legitimate profile from Spirit Dental. And they do have quite a lot of positive reviews, even pretty recent ratings and reviews as well here. Pretty positive feedback for the company as well, right? Pretty easy and pretty informative process as far as their Trustpilot score. So, being rated 5 stars, as well as on retirement living, these kind of things can, play a role in terms of maybe if you're considering them for your needs. Now, some of the cons, and I do want to also take a look at a Reddit thread in just a moment here on somebody's actual live experience, but some of the cons that people do tend to talk about online is, some lower reimbursement percentages, which is, 50% for basic in the first year, improving in years 2 or beyond. So that is a common something that you might have to deal with. You also have higher monthly premiums compared to plans with waiting periods. So because you're, getting that no waiting period, you end up paying for that as well. And some complaints regarding the difficulty of having the 3-tier structure, as mentioned on Reddit. But the overall verdict is that, with Spirit Dental, if we take a look at that Reddit thread, is that you can save money, right? So some people is like, oh, is Spirit Dental Insurance too good to be true, right? That's something maybe people, might ask or consider. But in terms of someone's personal experience here, right here, from Distinct You, you could see, just reference cash prices and contracted fees with Spirit Dental on the senior preferred plan in their case. Implant surgery cash price $32.50, whereas the Spirit's in-network fee was $21.78. That's a pretty big cost difference. You also have the bone grafting here at $820 versus their in-network is $262. $428 for extraction versus $251. So, going through each and all, at the end of the day, they ended up saving almost $3,000 from not having to pay the cash price by having the dental insurance. So that's a pretty good case by case example of just cash price versus their in-network fee, just looking at it, pretty straight up. And it is their senior preferred plan. So it can help, especially if you're expecting that you might have something like that coming up in the future. Is something to consider, especially if you are maybe in senior, situation where, just depending on what's available to you. In this case, it was a senior preferred plan for this example. But the overall verdict of Spirit Dental is that they are considered an overall are a strong choice for people who need immediate comprehensive coverage for major, unexpected, or ongoing dental work, specifically recommended for seniors seeking flexibility to see any dentist. That's typically who's best to go with for Spirit Dental insurance. So guys, if you do want to check out Spirit Dental Insurance, you can check out that first link down below in the video description. It will take you right over to this page here, where you can type in your zip code, select the coverage that fits your needs. If it's you and a spouse, or you and a family. So just depends on what your situation is, but they can help walk you through the process to find the plan that's best for you. Again, whether you're a senior or even if you're looking for student dental insurance as an individual, children's orthodontics, family dental insurance, right? They kind of cover all these different sections, although senior dental insurance does kind of seem to be the most popular plans that, people do go with them for. But that's totally up to you. Again, they can walk you through the whole process. But guys, if you found this video helpful or enjoyed it when you're researching, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.